I recently had a case where the dad came in to see me. His wife had recently had a baby. He didn't walk in, he floated in. He was so excited. He was ecstatic. But he also had some sadness to his voice, and as he started to explain how there'd been a 51A filed against his wife by DCF for neglect. I asked him, do you have any paperwork? He says, no. I said, okay. And then I asked him, well, how did you end up here? I mean, why Attorney Seaver? There's 60,000 lawyers in Massachusetts. And he says, Kevin, my Harvard law professor told me to come see you. And I said to him, that's pretty lofty stuff. You tell your law professor, thank you for such kindness in referring me. With that said, this was a very intelligent man who was going to Harvard Law School. At the time he came in to see me, so he was no slouch. He told me his story about how his wife had an episode. She came off her medication and that she went into the hospital and she may have said something maybe she wasn't supposed to, or maybe the hospital took it out of context. One way or the other, there was a mandated reporter from the hospital that filed against the mother, neglect, that she was a caretaker for their newborn baby, which was, as evidence and witnesses showed, furthest thing from the truth. But DCF didn't know that. And DCF gets a report from a hospital, mandated reporters. They take it very seriously, and well, they should. Especially when you get a newborn. Because a newborn can't wash, change, clothe, feed itself, and be able to speak what did or did not happen. So DCF takes those cases extremely serious. And again, well, they should. Now, the nice social worker on the case was given all the evidence as well as a list of witnesses to speak to, which in a due diligence she indeed did do. And we drew up a plan, we planned our work and worked our plan. And we worked in a spirit of cooperation with DCF to speak to everyone and everybody that had something positive about the case. And when all was said and all was done, the DCF social worker found out, knew, and had all the evidence to show that mother at no time was ever a caretaker for this child alone. Father, his parents, and others rallied the troops around mom to help her. And mom had a little glitch in her medication. Once it was tweaked by her prescriber, she was terrific. But with mental health, it's kind of like the boogeyman. It's kind of like smoke and mirrors and hocus pocus, abracadabra. And many people view mental health in a negative fashion. And there's like a stigma to it. And this social worker, much to her credit, broke it down some more. And understood and realized and made the correct decision that mom had in no way, shape, or form caretake for the child at any time. And that the family had supported her through this very difficult time, her first pregnancy, with possible postpartum depression, and other things like lack of sleep, caring for a baby, getting up in the middle of the night all night long. And dad tried to help as best he could, as well as the grandparents. But it was difficult. And parenting a newborn can be difficult. And this social worker understood all the trials and tribulations of that, and in the end did the right thing and unsupported this decision of neglect against the mother. And the mother was ecstatic. The father was overjoyed. The grandparents were just elated. And everybody succeeded. And that child now is raised by the whole family. And they continue to all pitch in and help mom, which is the right thing to do. And that's one heck of a lucky baby, to have such a loving, caring, nurturing family. And DCF in the final analysis, they wanted to do the right thing, they did the right thing, and the social worker got it. She understood the whole reason for it. Hospital was concerned, so they filed with DCF. But when all is said and done, the decision was unsupported.